how has your mental been, Connor, after being back for 2 days?
Oh, because I played League of Legends for a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ruined. It was ruined. It was awful.
That's why he committed espionage. That's why. Like he ran to that.
To be fair, I did love playing League for 5 days. It reminded me of being like 18 when I first got my own place and PC, and I was like, wow, no one can tell me not to play League for 19 hours a day.
Yeah. Were you eating well? Were you guys eating well?
Yeah, honestly, great. I mean, food in LA is phenomenal.
Okay.
And,
so we weren't like doing like proper fucking uni. We're gonna have pizza every.
No, we
day.
had like salads some days for dinner. Some days pasta. It was great.
Look at
phenomenal.
This boy.
It was phenomenal.
Look at this boy, all grown up.
You can game for 12 hours and still take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
called not playing League. Bro.
What do you mean?
That's step number one.
No.
I will say, you guys have done an amazing job of getting people wanting to play League. Because watching your streams, I wanted to play League.
It was fun.
Because watching Ludwig just fucking troll on whatever games he was doing, trying his best to play and just failing every single time, I was like, I want to play just to prove to myself that surely it's not that hard.
Everyone wants to play because they want to prove that they're better than Ludwig. I feel like the bar is pretty low for a lot of people, so they want to feel better.
He's doing amazing stuff. So I heard about your win-loss record. So you wanted to get to Plats. What was your final record?
We went 37-37. After 74 games, we went 0. But we did gain like 100 odd LP.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
It's pretty brutal. It was pretty tough. I mean, I didn't. At the time, I guess I didn't understand how bad Lud was.
Yeah.
Which was a problem.
So you thought you could carry him?
I thought I could carry him more than. I also was not playing great.
Yeah.
Which also was a problem. But I thought I could carry him more than I did in the end.
Yeah.
The last day I started playing. If you don't know League of Legends, don't worry, we won't talk about the nitty gritty of it too much. There's certain champions that can carry more than others, and I wasn't really picking those characters because I was like, I just want to like chill, like help my boy out. And then towards the end, I was like, you know what? I'll just play this one guy who's really good, and then we started winning a lot of games.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad.
And he was like, where was this 2 days ago?
He was kind of pissed off about it. He was like, what the fuck? 5 days? 5 days you didn't play this guy? I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
He had 5 days of learning what not to do for 5 days.
Well, yeah. It was pretty brutal. He's not good at the game, but he's a lot better now.
Yeah. What I find impressive is that, I would log on, I would see what you guys are up to, and I would see like some ex-pro players coaching you. And then I would see the record, and I think one of the days you had like pole belter.
Yeah, we had pole belter, yeah.
And you were like 0 and 8. And I was like, how are you performing worse with a pro player telling you what to do?
Yeah, we had literal pros telling us what to do. And there was like one point where the pro was like, no, do this. And I did that thing, and then someone on my team went, that was the most bronze shit I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, I typed, I was like, I literally have a former pro, #1 ranked on the ladder, telling me to do this. Shut the fuck up. Just goes to show that like people truly don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Legit.
It's so diabolical. These people are stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I really, really fun because I think as you get older, you lose touch with those long gaming hours, like degenerate with your friends that you get to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I do miss those every now and again.
Yeah.
So you back into League now?
I mean,
or
like,
has this
not really. I think I'm kind of, because I want to play, I'd love to play more League ranked because I actually really enjoyed it, but I don't really enjoy playing ranked on 150 ping.
And solo queue is,
I don't mind solo queue because I don't really give a fuck when I'm playing alone. I don't really care when I lose or when my team's trolling or whatever. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know like a lot, he has like an emotional breakdown when he plays. A lot of people do. And a lot of people like, and I think it's like that game is brutal on you if you care about every game. You can't care about every game.
Yeah, because like watching that stream, it made me think, how big is League nowadays? Because like, it's weird because I know a lot of people who are like ex-League players, like myself, for example, and the viewership for, the Worlds goes up every single year. They always break their record.
You know why, right?
Year. Why?
Because of Faker. If Faker's not in it, I think it's going to like go down like 30-40%.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It's like a bubble, like a stock bubble, where it's like League is getting so much more popular. It's so much popular. It's like, well, yeah, but we have to see if Faker is in it or not.
When Faker retires, League will never recover.
It's insane how like much more popular the T1 games are than any other of the other games.
Yeah, it's because every time your team goes out, you're like, who do I cheer for? Well, I guess I'll cheer for Faker, you know, because Faker's always there. But what it made me think about was like, I wonder what the ratio of people who still play League versus the people who just solely watch League content.
I think the League player base has aged a lot too. I think there's been a couple of numbers about this, how most people who play League are like, there's not a lot of new players in League.
Yeah.
It's mostly people who go in and out of playing it, who have been like long-time players. Because it's like impossible to get into. It's actually brutal.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, looking at Luds, yeah, it is fucking impossible.
You know, like he's trying to jungle and then he's like, I don't know what this champion does. And I'm like, of course you don't. Because like, how could you know what all 150 champions do? And like, you don't know their like win condition.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you're playing against a Darius, like how, you know, what's the cooldown on this E? I don't know how long this thing's down. Like, you know, unless you've played the character or like you've played a lot against it, you don't really know these things. So it's kind of a brutal game to get into.
Yeah.
And so that, I think for that reason, it's been really struggling to get new players. TFT's really popular though. TFT's been crushing. TFT's got a lot of people into League. I think it's evil that it's in the same client. So you could just easily be like, I guess I'll play a League game.
That's like having hard drugs next to like the gateway drug.
Yeah,
you know?
it's the drug dealer that has all the drugs.
Yeah.
You can see that like, here, it peaked in like 2021. It's been slowly going down, especially in America. It's lost a lot of popularity in the States.
I mean, American servers compared to like the other servers, a lot more. I heard they suck a lot more.
Yeah.
I was trying to pick my words. And I was like, yeah, that's just what I heard.
I think they were. I mean, it's hard to say because I haven't really played on any of the servers in a long time, but it was fine.
Yeah.
But I think they've also done a lot of unpopular changes. Like they changed rank to being 3 splits. So it used to be you'd get your rank, and throughout the year you would have the whole year to rank up, rank down, whatever.
Yeah.
They changed it to being 3 separate splits, so it would reset 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Or twice a year, sorry. And people hated that. Because obviously, like, I don't have time to fucking play this game all the time. Like, I might not be able to play for a month. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm back to nothing again. Okay, shit. All right, fuck me. So it's interesting. I mean, I've played and kept up with League for a super long time, but I'd never stream it or really touch it because people just don't like watching it. But it was fun having an excuse. People got really into it.
Yeah.
Because people can tell when there's a win or a loss.
Yeah.
And I think people will like to follow it from that journey.
Yeah.
I think that's the main challenge of content creation in general and streaming that I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like you might want to play a certain game or do a certain piece of content, but you need to find an angle to kind of present it to people. And I think like League Week was a great way of doing that, where it's like, okay, you might not like League, but you can at least understand that Lud is trying to hit a certain rank.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be a 5-day thing where you can just maybe just check in every now and then.
Yeah.
See how it's going. Maybe watch the crash outs.
And you can watch his worst plays.
Watch his worst plays. Yeah, like day 1, I knew it was going to be rough when Lud single-handedly threw a game. He was like, let's do Baron. Baron's like a big objective, and you need the jungler, who's the kind of keeps track of the monsters. He has this ability called Smite, which does damage to the monster more than anyone else can do, generally. So it's kind of up to him to kill this thing so that everyone gets the buff. And so normally you wouldn't do it if you didn't have this ability on ready to go. And Ludwig was like, let's do it, fuck everything else. And then we lost the game. He was like, oh, it's not off cooldown, I forgot. We're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Why did you give him that important role?
He wanted it.
He wants this role. And you know the reason why he wants to play this role? Because he doesn't have to interact with other players. Because if you have to interact with another player, you can die and lose.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, when they're new players, they either play support or jungle, because support, you kind of like just helping someone else, and you can kind of, I mean, you're still very important, but I think there is this like interpretation or thought in lower levels.
There's less things to manage.
Yeah, there's less things to keep track of.
Yeah.
And the jungle, people go to it in low elo, surprisingly, even though a lot of people don't like it, but some people pick it because they don't have to interact with other players as much.
Because you're just killing, it's PvE for a lot of it.
Whereas like top lane, you're often hitting the other player a lot, and it's a lot of kills and deaths, and a lot of people get stressed out by that.
Yeah.
It is like just kind of, I have a lot of respect for Ludwig to be like, you know, you played a game for 5 days straight and you came out pretty much plus minus 0, and you didn't think to yourself, you know what, maybe this game isn't for me.
I think
because I most certainly would.
I think that he thought it, like, because he's quite good at picking up games.
Yeah.
You know, I think he has that aptitude for it. I think he thought it would be a lot easier than it was going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just
it's just not.
Because it's just like a knowledge diff.
Yeah.
It's not even like a skill or mechanical kind of aspect to it. It's just just learning all this shit is like getting a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've wasted so much of my fucking life learning these stupid characters.
And now you're going to make it worthwhile somehow. I mean,
I
you're
guess
one of the
so,
you're one of the few that have actually made it worthwhile because you get to
Kind of.
stream it.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
I can't really stream it now. Like there's no goal to it, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, even if I wanted to play it, it's like I played one game yesterday because I was like, it was kind of fun. I'll just play one game.
Yeah.
And then my ping was for some reason 210. I don't know why it was so bad, and I was like, I actually just can't play this. This is actually too bad. 160 I could kind of do, but
Yeah.
210 I was like, this is ridiculous. I
Yeah.
actually can't do anything. So I was like, fuck this game.
Yeah.
I'm playing this fucking piece of shit. And then Riot unlocked all the skins on my account.
Oh, seriously?
So I was like, shit, I kind of want to play. I was like, shit, I got all these fucking skins and I got
You
all
got
the
the
champions.
$500 Ari skin?
No, so they reached out to me and they were like, hey, do you want to unlock all the champions and skins? I was like, yeah, that'd be great because I didn't have all the champions and they cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, okay, we'll unlock them for you. And so they unlocked them. And then I was like, oh, so are all the skins except for all the giga ultra super expensive rare ones. I was like, yeah, Riot, I would have worn it. I would have showed it off. Let me show it off. Yeah, but I mean, hey, I appreciate that they even did that. So
Yeah.
it was cool. Though. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I honestly, I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would do it again. It was a lot of fun. Just gaming for 5 days straight. Just being, I like barely interacted with chat once. I was like, I'm just fucking playing games. Let's lock in. Let's win.
Well, that's the ups and downs of League, and
Yeah.
you went 37 for 37, and I would say that's the most accurate League experience you could possibly
true.
ask for.
It's true. Don't play League of
You know,
Legends.
it's if you actually carried Ludwig, I would be like, yeah, you're giving false advertising. Actually, that's
I
not
think
the
so.
real
I think
experience.
I think it worked out because no one's ever going to accuse Lud of being carried now.
Yeah.
It would be bad if we went like 50 and 10 or something.
Yeah.
And then everyone would be like, what the fuck, Ludwig? You got boosted.
Yeah.